Mr. Shyamalan, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thanks a million for chatting to us today.
Thank you for having me.
So what can I call you? Is it M. Night or Shyamalan? Because I know fans obviously just say the name in one swift movement.
Night's great.
Night?
My friends call me Night, so please.
Perfect. Oh, well, I'll be considered one of your fans. That's amazing. Well, congratulations on the visit, first of all. I saw it last week. Nerves are still completely shot to pieces. And I ran away from an old couple after I pushed them over. After seeing it. Is that the kind of reaction you're hoping to inspire in
if
people?
I can, really ostracize old people, that would be a beautiful end to the whole film. No, it's just meant for fun, but it really is kind of us talking about being scared of getting old, really.
What is that? Hannah? What the hell was that?
I think Nana's not feeling well.
Grandmother's fine.
Nana and Pop-Up are acting strange.
I knew we were gonna have this call. They're just weird people.
Hey, why is Nana staring into the well?
Hi, Pop-Up! Papa!
Well, how do you find the right horror hook to
Yeah.
incite fear in an audience? Because I know people don't take showers because of Psycho. They don't answer phones because of Scream. And now people won't visit their grandparents in the country because of The Visit as well. How do you find the right thing that's just going to connect with people?
For me, it's finding something primal, right? When I'm analyzing an idea, what is primal about the story? And for this fear of dying, which is a variation for me in this movie of a fear of getting old. Why are we scared of old people? Why do we find them funny, disgusting, scary sometimes? It's watching ourselves deteriorate. That's scary. It's the mortality thing. So underneath the writing is that knowledge.
I mentioned Scream there. We woke to the sad news this morning that Wes Craven had passed away. Or maybe he didn't, like loads of his characters. He might come back to life as well. But is he a man that you met, or did his work influence your own work as well?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to watch his stuff. I mean, definitely when I went, back in the day, you'd go to the video store and you try to find the horror movie and you grab it off of it. So, Nightmare on Elm Street, Screams, and all, these were all the, the movies that when I was a kid, I would grab and watch, and the way he kind of played with fun, he was you could feel like he was a mischievous storyteller, and that really, stayed with me.
That element of mischief as well, is that something, whenever you're watching your films with an audience, do you take pleasure in them sort of, on the edge of their seats and them being slightly tortured throughout the process?
The Visit is my favorite movie to watch with an audience because of just this, the kind of being mischievous and sitting there and giggling like, here comes the first thing. And
like an evil villain. That's what it is. Like you're rubbing your hands. That's what it is.
I get very nervous watching my movies, and I get very, very, involved with them watching, and I jump, even though I'm the one that made it, I jump with them and I'm laughing with them, and it's contagious. I like that feeling of being with a group of people and laughing and screaming together.
I read that, was there an element that this film was going to be pure comedy and then pure horror, and then it landed somewhere in between? How important is that balance between horror and comedy for yourself as a director?
I like doing multiple genre things so that at the end result is something slightly different than you've seen before, because for me there's so much content out there that the only thing I can offer is something original, like the power of original versus all the sequels that are out there and everything. And so for me, the balance of the humor and the scares was always the intention, but it took a long time to get that balance right in editing until they were both perfectly balanced for each other and helping each other.
And how did the Irish audience react at the Irish premiere? Similar to other audiences around the world, or?
Yeah, they were laughing and jumping. It's so great to see kind of across cultural lines the same reactions of the things that are taboo in the movie, and everyone going, "Oh my God, I can't believe that just happened," and them screaming. It's fun. It's fun to see everybody united in that point of view.
And I'm going to use the T word here now and say the word twist, if that's
all
all
right.
right.
Yeah.
But do you find it, whenever you're sitting down to
There were
write
other
a
T
film,
words that came to
there
mind
are other
first.
T words. Well, what are your top 3 T words? But do you find it harder whenever you're sitting down to write a film that the audience are going to be second guessing you, so you have to triple guess them? Whenever you're trying to think of different elements to surprise them?
I don't think the process of writing for myself is any different than anybody else's challenges today. So when, for example, if we're writing a beginning of a movie and you're the bad guy at the beginning of the movie, in scene 2 of the movie, you're a bad guy like that, dark, mean guy. inherently, I know the audience is going, well, that's not the bad guy. You know, they're already ahead, you know, going, well, they're telling me he's the bad guy, well, then he's not the bad guy.
And what's your own personal favourite twist whenever you were growing up watching films and you thought just sort of blew your mind whenever you saw it first?
Well, definitely, again, when I think of plots, you know, a movement of plots, an unexpected movement of plots, I don't really think of it as like one dance move like that, but kind of a collective movement. But for me, you know, the Planet of the Apes, the original Planet of the Apes, was a really profound movie for me when I saw it as a kid, and I saw it on video as a kid, and it just stayed. Even today, even talking about it right now, it stays with me.
Damn them all to hell. That moment. And one final dilemma for you. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Wow, this is deep. This question is deep. I'm gonna go the 100, the smaller ones. I think that's then that's just about me, you know, tenacity.
Fair enough. And what's up next? I saw you've already started storyboarding a new thriller.
Yeah.
And there's rumors about Joaquin Phoenix potentially being involved.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's coming up?
Well, what I can tell you is it's definitely another thriller. It's weird, which is just, I'm in that weird, like The Visit's very weird and kind of, you know, what kind of vibe, and this new one has that kind of Lynchian kind of dark humor to it. So I'm very, very excited by it. Yeah, I'm very, very excited about the potential actors that could be in the movie. I'm gonna shoot it in the fall, and I'm gonna do it small again, like I did The Visit, and hopefully have as good a time as I did on The Visit.
One final twist, or it's all been one big movement leading up to this moment. This is actually an Irish twist kind of element. If you want to open that, you can enjoy this on lunch if it hasn't melted too much.
Wow,
it's
what
a nice
is
pack we
this?
have here. It's called a twister. I'm
It's
not
a
sure if you've had
twister.
one before.
I've
but they're
never had
delicious.
this is wonderful.
They're
Product
delicious.
placement. Yeah.
Product placement. Yeah, if I can get shares
are
in
you
Twister,
getting some?
I wish I was.
Thank you so
well, listen,
much.
Thanks a million for chatting us today, Knight.
Thank you.
And congratulations on the film.
Thank you, sir.
Nana? Are you down here?
Would you mind getting inside the oven to clean it?